Donald Trump got bad advice that Mike Pence had powers to overturn the election result, the vice president's former chief of staff. During the Capitol Hill siege, rioters appeared to scream "Hang Mike Pence" after Trump blamed the furious Pence for not blocking Joe Biden's. The MAGA fans stormed Congress as lawmakers were voting on certifying Joe Biden as the then president-elect on January. Mark Short has now told CNN that Pence had a strong viewpoint as to what his role was supposed to be. "I think unfortunately the president was getting bad advice from people who had articulated that the vice president would have some extraordinary powers that had never been used before in the history of our country." He went on to say that the poor legal advice that the president was receiving, I think, led him to believe that there was a different role the vice president could play on that day. As the rioters poured into the Capitol, the former vice president was whisked back. The apparent chance for Pence to be hanged came after Trump repeatedly called for Pence to block Congress from certifying Biden as the winner, but the VP said he would not do so. Republican Senator Jim Inhofe of Oklahoma told Tulsa World that Pence was outraged at Trump's calls to block the certification of the election. "I've never seen Pence as angry as he was today," Inhofe told the news outlet. He said, "After all the things I've done for Trump." Trump had made repeated calls for Pence to block. During his speech at the Save America March which preceded the Capitol Hill riots on, Trump urged Pence to do the right thing. "I hope Mike is gonna do the right thing," Trump said. I hope so, because if Mike Pence does the right thing, we win the election." Trump said, Mike Pence has to agree to send it back. As Trump spoke, Pence released a statement, stating he would not block Congress from certifying Biden as the president-elect and did not have the authority to do so. "It is my considered judgment that my oath to support and defend the Constitution constrains me from claiming unilateral authority to determine which electoral votes should be counted and which should not." Pence. Following the riots, one official told the Washington Post that Trump was so angry at Pence that he couldn't see straight. Former Speaker of the House Newt Gingrich, a Republican, hailed Pence for his courage in upholding the Constitution.